Daren, your parents ran a restaurant where you were introduced to Cantonese cuisine. What influence did your childhood in Penang have on your culinary career?
Because I grew up with my family in Penang, Malaysia. So we origin from Guangdong, China. So my grandfather is from Guangdong. So we do a lot of Cantonese cuisine, and they influenced me a lot with all the cooking. And then because my family is from a restaurant's family side, we do a lot of barbecue things in Malaysia.
Can you tell us more about how the family recipes were passed down from generation to generation?
Oh, yes. I always practice the recipes to share with everyone. So the most important is the ingredients that we have, like a very typical like roast wine for the barbecue items. And then we just spread and then to teach everyone for the great recipe.
After several years in Malaysia and Singapore, you moved to London. Was it natural for you to combine your experience in Asia with cooking style in the UK?
Oh, it was really my passion on this cooking, because I love to share with the international palates on the Cantonese cuisine style. And I love to do that.
What key moments or experiences in your career have most shaped you as a chef?
Oh, I thanks a lot of my chef colleague and all my master in all over the world where I met. And then I very appreciate them for teaching me a lot in my career. And this is the best moment I encounter with my life in the chef.
You've had significant roles in your career, such as executive head chef at Duddell's London. Can you describe what it was like to open the first international branch of this Michelin-starred restaurant?
Oh, of course, in the first place, it was very stressful and challenging for me, because this was my first opening in London, which is a big city in the world. And I take up the challenge, of course, and I focus on my daily job and focus on the concentrations on consistency is the most important in my kitchen. So I'm very proud of.
What was the key to the restaurant's success in London?
I think for the most restaurants, not in London, maybe all over the world, the consistency of the food and then precise on everything dishes that we put on the plate is the most important.
In 2019, you started your own consulting company, DL Cuisine Concepts. What motivated you to take this step?
Because I want to share my career, my passion on the cooking to everyone, and then to serve to the best of my a lot of friends in the world of the consulting, and that I go everywhere, like in Hong Kong, especially in Europe. I share a lot of my experience and knowledge to other people.
What type of services do you offer, and how do you try to help restaurants and businesses in the Asian food industry?
Basically, it's about A to Z consulting projects that I do is like menu engineering, the design of the kitchens, because it makes a very important role of the operation flow to make it right. And of course, the cost of everything that I put in, that's a very important that I need to share with the people.
What do you see as the biggest challenges and opportunities in the current food service industry when it comes to opening new restaurants and menu design?
I think at the moment, the biggest challenge is the labor. So we need a lot of young chefs to go into the industry to support for our future of gastronomic. And of course, consistency makes the restaurant success in everything.
Has the approach to Asian cuisine on the European gastronomic scene changed in recent years?
I think about the ingredients. The most important thing that we need to get all the authentic ingredients that we put on the plates, and we need to control and understand more on the culture as well in the Europe, because the market is really different from Europe and Asia. But it's at the moment the market is very good, and then it's picking up a lot.
Nanyang Blossom is your newest project that focuses on authentic Southeast Asian cuisine with a modern twist. How would you describe this concept?
Oh, this concept is about my roots because I grew up in Malaysia. So it's about the Singapore and Malaysia cuisines that I grew up with. And then I'm very proud to share all my knowledge, all my dishes with the using of the European ingredients to show on the palate. Yeah.
Your menu at Nanyang Blossom features incredible combinations of fresh seafood and traditional Nanyang techniques. Can you tell us what Nanyang techniques are?
Right. Okay. I imported some ingredients like the black pepper, Sarawak black pepper, which is one of the best pepper in the world. So I use on the marinations and cooking all the sauce with using the Nanyang spices. And then, of course, in the wok cooking as well, it's one of the signature of the Nanyang cuisine, which is high flame of cooking on each dish, and as well the robota grill. I use a lot of like pandan leaf and banana leaf to marinate all the seafoods, and then we slowly cook on a Jasper grill, which can get the best aroma, and of course retains the juiciness of the meat.
And what is the basis for reaching perfection in these dishes?
I think, as I say again, is the precise of the ingredients of the recipe that we learn from our roots, and then the most important is we need to use the local ingredients to combine together as well, of course, because the culture is different, and then to spread it to let people know what is the cuisine about.
A dish like your cherry wood smoked roast duck sounds like a real culinary treat. How did you get this technique, and what's the key to creating the perfect flavor and texture?
Oh yeah, that's one of my best achievements I have, and then I get a lot of very good comments and reputation from these dishes. I actually experimented a lot of times, and then about 18 months, I just get right for the texture of the timing of the roasting method, and then the smokiness of the cherry wood into the duck, and then yeah, I really love to do that, and that's my really passion on the duck because my family is from the barbecue restaurants, so I really appreciate and proud of.
What is your advice for young chefs who want to focus on Asian cuisine?
Okay, I think first of all is the main thing is to understand about the ingredients, and then to read more about the descriptions of every ingredients that we have to understand more. And then I think there's no shortcut, so we need to work very hard. But of course, passion is very important, and then we will love it.
What ingredients or techniques do you consider to be the basics of Asian cuisine that are essential for you to prepare authentic dishes?
For me, I think there's a few ingredients that I prefer, like the spices of like lemongrass, curry leaf, blue ginger torch flower, which is one of the key ingredients of the Asian cookings, because to get a lot of the spices, the aroma into the dishes itself.
How do you think Asian cuisine is evolving, and what is its influence on modern gastronomy?
So I think the Asian cooking is evolving because of the a high level of the cooking method, which is the different methods and different techniques apply to the dish, because it got a lot of flavor. So it's quite interesting, and then I think this is one of the key things. Yeah.
What would you say is making Asian cuisine in London or the Western world more attractive to a bigger audience?
I think basically it's because of the very wide using of the ingredients, and then a lot of Asian people and European people travel a lot to Asia, and then they bring up the taste back to the Europe, and then it's about sharing actually. So and then of the spices aroma also is different from the European ingredients, maybe, as I say. Yeah.
That was another episode of the Visit Chef Magazine podcast, featuring a conversation with Daren Liew. You can find all episodes in our archive at visitchef.com/podcast, as well as on all major podcast apps. Feel free to contact us, we'd love to hear from you. We'll be back with a new episode soon, and we're already looking forward to having you with us again.